You won't believe this, but Japan has once again proven just how massive K-pop's influence is in the land of the rising sun. And this time, the spotlight is firmly on Ahyeon of BABYMONSTER, who just stunned fans by securing the number 64 spot in the top 179 most popular female K-pop idols in Japan, according to Ranking.net. Yes, you heard that right, number 64. With thousands of idols fighting for recognition every single year, this is no small achievement. Especially when we're talking about Japan, one of the toughest K-pop markets in the world, where only the most magnetic and impactful idols can rise above the noise. Think about it. Blackpink once had to work their way up to truly dominate Japan, twice became chart monsters on Oricon, and now, BABYMONSTER is stepping into the spotlight. And guess who's leading the charge? Ahyeon. Japanese fans are already buzzing about her charm, leaving comments like, "She looks like a young Japanese actress but with the fierce aura of a K-pop star." Ahyeon has that dual vibe, cute but elegant, that Japanese fans can't resist. If BABYMONSTER debuts in Japan, Ahyeon will definitely become a national bias wrecker. It's no wonder that timelines on X, formerly Twitter, exploded the moment this ranking dropped. Many fans are already calling Ahyeon the secret weapon of BABYMONSTER, someone who has the power to not only dominate in Korea and internationally, but also carve out a loyal fanbase in Japan, a market famous for its undying devotion to idols. What makes this story even juicier is the fact that Ahyeon managed to grab the number 64 spot out of 179 female idols competing in this poll. That means she stood toe-to-toe with some of the biggest names, from third-generation idols, fourth-generation trendsetters, and even rising fifth-generation rookies. The fact that she ranked this high proves one thing. Ahyeon already has undeniable impact, even while BABYMONSTER is still a relatively new group. And let's get this straight. The Ranking.net poll isn't just some random fan-made list. Japanese fans are notorious for taking their voting seriously. They don't just click once and move on. They discuss, argue, and passionately debate who deserves to be at the top. That means Ahyeon's number 64 ranking carries real weight. It shows that she has already captured the hearts of Japanese fans in ways that not every idol can. So the million-dollar question is this: how did Ahyeon do it? What makes her stand out not only within BABYMONSTER, but also in the hyper-competitive world of female idols? And more importantly, what does this ranking mean for BABYMONSTER's future in Japan? This is where it gets interesting. Because the story of Ahyeon's rise is not just about visuals or vocals, it's about timing, presence, and how the Japanese market connects with her image. From her training days to her jaw-dropping performances, Ahyeon has been building a reputation as one of the most well-rounded rookies in K-pop. And for fans who are already speculating, yes, this ranking might just be the first clue that BABYMONSTER is preparing for a major Japanese push. We're talking about concerts, possible collaborations, and maybe even a Japan-focused comeback that could flip the entire scene. Stay tuned, because we're about to break down everything: Ahyeon's appeal, the fandom's reaction, and predictions for BABYMONSTER's Japanese era. Don't go anywhere, because by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why Japan is falling head over heels for Ahyeon. Before we dive into all the drama and speculation, let's rewind for a second. Because to really understand why Japanese fans are going crazy for Ahyeon, we need to talk about who she is and what makes her stand out from the hundreds of other idols competing for the spotlight. Ahyeon is one of the standout members of BABYMONSTER, YG Entertainment's latest girl group project that has been making headlines since their debut. And if you know anything about YG, you already know they don't play around when it comes to creating stars. Every member is trained like a diamond under pressure. And Ahyeon? She's the one sparkling the brightest right now. She's often described as the all-rounder ace of the group. We're talking vocals that can hit you right in the chest, rap skills that give her an edge against even veteran idols, and stage presence that screams main character energy. This combination alone is rare, but Ahyeon also has something else: a natural charisma that audiences can't look away from. And let's be honest, in K-pop, charisma is everything. You can train all day and perfect your choreography, but if you don't have that magnetic pull, fans won't stick around. Ahyeon has it in spades. Why Japan? Why now? The next big question is, why is Ahyeon blowing up specifically in Japan? The answer is layered, but here are the biggest reasons. Her visuals hit the Japanese standard. Japan has always had a slightly different standard when it comes to idol visuals. While Korea often highlights sharp, chic, and glamorous looks, Japan tends to favor the pure, innocent, yet approachable type of beauty. Ahyeon fits that mold perfectly. She has a face that could easily pass as the lead in a Japanese teen drama, but with the added flair of a global K-pop idol. She brings versatility to the stage. Japanese fans adore idols who can balance cuteness with power. Think about how Twice and IZ*1 captured the Japanese market. They didn't just look good. They brought versatility that appealed to every age group. Ahyeon does the same. She can look soft and charming one moment, then switch into a fierce performer the next. The language and cultural connection. While Ahyeon isn't Japanese, YG has always been strategic about targeting Japan. With BABYMONSTER already attracting attention there, fans are naturally curious about each member. Ahyeon's personality and fan interactions come across as warm and genuine, traits that resonate strongly with Japanese fandom culture. What fans are saying. If you scroll through Japanese fan forums, the conversation around Ahyeon is fascinating. One fan wrote, "Ahyeon feels like the kind of idol who could be on TV every week here. She has the charisma of a singer, but also the warmth of a Japanese actress." Another said, "Her performances give me goosebumps. She's only just starting, but she already feels like a professional." This mix of admiration for her talent and affection for her approachable aura is exactly why she's climbing the ranks so fast. Of course, BABYMONSTER isn't short on talent. Chiquita is often praised as the Magne phenomenon. Farida has her bright stage energy, Asa and Ruka bring rap powerhouses, Rora delivers vocal stability, and Rami has stunning visuals. But Ahyeon? She's being positioned as the face of the group internationally. That doesn't mean she's overshadowing the others. It just shows that every group tends to have that one member who clicks perfectly with certain markets. For Japan, Ahyeon seems to be that member. The timing factor. Another reason this ranking is so important is timing. BABYMONSTER is still considered rookies, which means their careers are just starting to take shape. For Ahyeon to already break into a highly competitive Japanese ranking so early suggests that she's building a solid foundation for long-term success. Think about idols like Lisa from Blackpink or Sana from Twice, who became breakout stars in Japan. It didn't happen overnight, but the early signs were already there. Ahyeon's number 64 ranking might just be the first sign of a similar trajectory. So what's next? The real question now is whether YG will capitalize on this momentum. Will BABYMONSTER do an official Japanese debut? Will Ahyeon get special promotions or magazine shoots in Japan? Fans are already speculating and the excitement is building. For now, what we know is this: Ahyeon has the attention of Japanese fans, and that's one of the hardest things to achieve in K-pop. If she can maintain this energy, she might just become one of the defining 4th/5th generation idols in the Japanese market. If there's one thing K-pop fans are known for, it's their ability to turn literally anything into a trending topic. And Ahyeon's ranking at number 64 among 179 female idols in Japan was no exception. The moment Ranking.net released the results, fandom spaces from X Twitter to TikTok to community boards like DC Inside and Japanese fan forums blew up with reactions. For BABYMONSTER fans or Baemons, this ranking felt like a big win. The group may still be in their rookie era, but every achievement counts. And seeing Ahyeon's name break into the top 100 gave fans plenty of bragging rights. Some even joked, "Ahyeon carrying the Japanese market on her back already? Iconic. YG better prepare a Japanese showcase tomorrow. This girl is ready." The excitement wasn't just about the number itself, it was about what the number represents. For a rookie idol, being in the top 100 means recognition, visibility, and most importantly, potential longevity. What's even more fascinating is how international fans jumped in on the conversation. Ahyeon's global fanbase quickly picked up on the Japanese ranking and started celebrating on platforms like TikTok and YouTube. Reaction videos popped up overnight, with creators breaking down why Ahyeon's popularity in Japan is such a big deal. One viral TikTok clip with over 100,000 views simply showed Ahyeon's Ranking.net placement alongside clips of her performing, and the comments section was full of fans saying things like, "Japan has taste. They know a queen when they see one. If BABYMONSTER debuts in Japan, it's over for everyone else. I already see her becoming the Sana or Lisa of her generation." Of course, with every K-pop ranking comes the inevitable comparisons. Some fans immediately began drawing parallels between Ahyeon and other idols who became sensations in Japan. Twice's Sana and Momo were mentioned frequently, along with Blackpink's Lisa, who built a huge Japanese following despite not being Japanese herself. The discussion wasn't just flattering, though it was dramatic. K-pop forums love a good rivalry, and there were threads debating whether Ahyeon could realistically reach the level of Japan's most beloved idols. One post on a Japanese community board read, "She's still a rookie, so ranking at number 64 is impressive. But can she hold this position for the next 2 to 3 years? That's the real test." This sparked heated debates, with Baemons defending Ahyeon passionately, while others argued that only time will tell. You know you've made it when netizens start making memes about you. Japanese fans on TikTok and X began posting edits comparing Ahyeon to anime heroines, saying she has the same aura as beloved shoujo characters. One viral fan edit featured Ahyeon's stage clips overlaid with the opening theme of a classic anime, with the caption, "If BABYMONSTER was an anime, Ahyeon would be the main protagonist." Meanwhile, Korean netizens couldn't resist commenting on how fast Ahyeon's name is spreading internationally. Some even said YG should take notes. If YG doesn't push Ahyeon in Japan, they're missing out on millions. This is why she was called the ace from the start. She connects everywhere. But let's not pretend this is all sunshine and rainbows. Every K-pop achievement comes with a side of drama, and Ahyeon's ranking was no different. Some fans of other groups express frustration, questioning why Ahyeon ranked higher than idols who have been active longer. One skeptical comment read, "She's good, but she hasn't even had a full Japanese debut yet. How can she already outrank established idols?" This sparked heated fan wars online, with Baemons clapping back by pointing out Ahyeon's natural talent and stage charisma. At one point, the hashtag Ahyeon Japan Queen started trending, as fans rallied to prove that her ranking wasn't just hype, it was earned. Here's the thing. In the fast-moving world of K-pop, fan reactions are more than just noise, they actually shape industry decisions. Entertainment companies watch social media trends closely, especially when it comes to overseas markets. The buzz around Ahyeon's ranking could very well influence YG's strategy for BABYMONSTER's next steps. Think about it. If Japanese fans are already this invested in Ahyeon, wouldn't it make sense for YG to fast-track a Japanese debut? The demand is clearly there. And with Japanese media outlets already picking up on the ranking.net results, Ahyeon's name is likely to spread even further in the coming months. Whether you're a hardcore Baemon, a casual K-pop listener, or even a skeptic, one thing is undeniable: Ahyeon has the attention of Japan. And in the cutthroat world of K-pop, attention is everything. This is more than just a number on a list, it's proof that Ahyeon has the star power to cross borders and capture new audiences. Fans know it, netizens know it, and pretty soon the entire industry will have to take notice. So buckle up, because this might just be the beginning of Ahyeon's Japanese takeover.